Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and my name is Ummi Salamah Binti Yunan, and my masjid number is 280071. We are from group tutorial 5. Today we would like to present and to share about some of benefit and advantage of ABC costing system. Before we go further, I would like you to get to know about ABC system. Basically, to allocate indirect costs or manufacturing overhead costs, we will use traditional costing system, but there is some weakness. So, ABC costing system are able to overcome the weakness. Traditional costing system allocation assign the overhead based on single overhead rate, while ABC assign overhead based on several cost pool and the activity that drive costs. For traditional costing system, might use cost drive based on machine hour, direct labor cost, and so on. But ABC system allocate overhead rate based on production run, machine setups, material move, and so on. ABC costing system is optimal when the manufacturing process is technology driven and overhead increase based on various activities that differ for each product. Different company might get different cost pools and the activity that drive costs. So, I am as a presenter one would like to share two of benefit and advantage of ABC costing system. The first of benefit and advantage of ABC system is help to reduce the cost. Activity-based costing help to reduce the cost by providing meaningful information on the opportunity available for reducing costs. This methodology more accurate to allocating overhead costs by assigning them to activities. This point, you guys get to know from the earlier of presentation that have providing. Once costs are assigned to activity, the cost can be assigned to the cost object that use those activities. The system can be employ further targeted reduction of overhead costs. To address this issue, include as much as of the ABC data gathering structure as possible into the current accounting period. At a lower cost, it's more profitable that new ABC project will be permitted in the future. Unused time must be reported. To get more understanding on the first of benefit and advantage of ABC system, which is help to reduce the cost, we would like to share the example. So, this example is based on the AAA company that represent job 101. If they using the traditional costing to allocate the manufacturing overhead on the basis of machine hour. But recently, the owner of AAA company have heard that ABC costing system, the company have to reduce the cost. So after they analyzing, there are several activities that generate, which is machine setup, assembly, inspection, material handling, and production link. The company determined the unique cost of the job 101 using both methods to see the difference. So, based on the traditional costing system, they determine that unique cost for each job are RM30 and meanwhile, based on ABC system is RM11 5 cents per unit. So, this is what we can see that when we use ABC costing system, we can reduce some costs that are not used in the to allocated the manufacturing overhead costs. For the second benefit and advantage of ABC system is working only on the activities. The ABC system of cost accounting is based on activity which are considered any event, unit of work, or task with a specific goal. The formula for activity-based costing is the cost pool that divided by cost driver, with yield the cost driver rate. The cost driver rate is used in activity costing to calculate the amount of overhead and indirect costs related to particular activity. An activity-based costing rate is calculated by assigning indirect costs to a cost pool, adding the costs included in the cost pool together, then dividing the cost pool total by the cost divider. This working about ABC system make the management can take the quality decision by knowing the nature of each activity. For the further explanation about the second benefit and advantage of ABC system, which is working only on the activity, we will look at the example. So this example tells us about the AAA company represent job IG 101 and IG 102. So if they using the traditional costing system to allocate the manufacturing overhead on the basis of machine hour, but recently the owner of AAA company have heard that ABC system can help them on working only on the activity that participate for that job. So for the first image that we can look at the left, we can see that the cost of the cost pools and then cost driver and the level. So if we want get the activity rate based on the image on the right, we would like to divide the cost divided by the cost driver, so we can get the activity rates. After we get the activity rates, we will multiply by the actual cost driver for the each job. So after we calculate, and then add with direct material and the direct labor cost, we can get the total manufacturing overhead for the each job that participate only for the job. So the level of the cost driver for the each job may the actual driver of the cost driver for each job may different. So this is the more accurate if we want to calculate the total manufacturing overhead cost. In conclusion, for the first benefit, which is ABC costing, ABC system help to reduce the cost. So ABC method can reduce for some cases actually. So because it is increased understanding of overhead and cost driver, and make costly and non-value adding activities more visible, so allowing manager to reduce or eliminate them. For the second benefit, which is working only on the activity, the manager more particular to each job and what is related to the job, what is the cost related to the job. Because the traditional costing system, they are not particular what is related to the job, because they just make the assume for overall indirect cost. But for the ABC system, we can see for each job more details and more particular about the each job and about what is related to the activity, what is not related to the activities. So that's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter to present about the benefit and advantage of ABC system. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nuraisah Binti Rahimudin, and my matric number is 28019. For the next benefits are ABC provide cost driver rates and information on transaction volumes, which are very useful to management and for cost management and performance appraisal of responsibility centers. Cost driver rates can be used advantageously for the design of new products or existing products, as they indicate overhead costs that are likely to be applied in costing product. Next is benefits the service management. Service organizations such as banks, hospitals, and government departments have very different characteristics than manufacturing firms. Service organizations have almost no direct costs. Most of the costs are overheads, and they do not hold stock of service, as the service is consumed when it is produced. Traditional costing has generally been considered inappropriate for this organization. ABC offers the potential of benefits from improved decision making and cost management. Next is the better decision making. ABC improved greatly the manager's decision making, as they can use more reliable product cost data. ABC helps usefully fixing selling prices of products, as more correct data of product cost is now readily available. It assesses the cost associated with specific activities and resources and links those costs to specific internal and external customers to determine the cost associated with each customer. This cost information then can be adjusted to account for anticipated changes and to predict future costs. The ABC method helps to determine which goods, services, and customers are more profitable and resources efficient, and which are uneconomical and cost intensive. The result from ABC analysis can help you prioritize your tasks by highlighting which customer or projects are important to the company. For example, this method enables you to determine which customers contribute the most to your total revenue, or which purchase part incur the highest production cost. This information then serves as a basis for further business planning. ABC is a more accurate cost management system than traditional cost accounting. ABC identifies opportunities to improve business process effectiveness and efficiency by determining the true cost of a product or service. I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Nurul and Amirah Binti Muhammad Bahandi. My matric number is 280191 and I am the third presenter. So, I would like to make you clear about benefit and advantages of activity-based costing as known as ABC. Firstly, ABC give accurate cost product. ABC provide more accurate method of product or service that leading to more accurate pricing decision. It increase understand of overhead and cost drivers and made costly and non-value adding activities more invisible. It also allow managers to eliminate and reduce them. ABC brings accuracy and reliability in product cost determination by focusing on cost and effect relationship in the cost incurrence. So, ABC provide more realistic product costs. This is because more manufacturing overhead can be traced to the product. Analysis of ABC itself, paying attention to all activity so that non-factory costs of the activity can be traced. Secondly, uses of excess capacity and cost reduction. ABC, through the processes of pooling activities costs and the identification of cost drivers, can lead to a range of applications. These include the identification of spare capacity and the fostering of cost reduction by comparing the resources required under the ABC with the resources that are currently provided. This provides a platform for development of activity-based budgeting in which the resources relationship is identified by ABC are used in the project future resources requirement. ABC transparency system cause the sources of these costs can be identified and eliminated. With improved of cost analysis, management can make more accurate analysis of the production volume needed to achieve break-even on low-volume product. Last but not least, ABC gives information about cost behavior. Cost behavior is a term used to describe whether a cost changes when the level of output changes. ABC identifies the real nature of cost behavior and help in reducing costs and identifying activity which do not add value to the product. With ABC, managers are able to control many fixed overhead costs by exercising more control over the activity which have caused these fixed overhead costs. This is possible because the behavior of many fixed overhead costs in relation of the activities now become clear and visible. As conclusion, ABC can assist in the management decision making. ABC also provides reliable indication of long-run variable costs that is relevant to the strategic decision making. ABC system also recognizes the complexity of the diversity of the production model using multiple cost drivers, and many of cost drivers that are transaction-based rather than the volume-based. ABC system also flexible enough to explore the cost to process, the customer, the managerial responsibility area, and also the cost of the product. Although this ABC system looks more complex than the traditional cost, but the system is able to produce more accurate cost calculation. That's all from me. Thank you. The next person will continue this presentation.
Hi everyone,
My name is Kristina Sam, number metric 280446, will continue presenting the benefits of activity-based costing. Even though implementing activity-based costing can be a bit more complex than the traditional costing, because they require an investment of time and dedication from all of the members in the organization. However, through activity-based costing, it can help the organization better through the understanding and justification of cost manufacturing overhead. From starting to identifying product of which costs need to be allocated, to identifying all the direct costs, activities, and indirect costs associated with each activities required to manufacturing a product, the members of the organization, especially the manager, will be more knowledgeable about company's financial costing information, because through activities-based costing, those information provided and result are easily be justified and understand. The objective for a company to use activity-based costing instead of using traditional costing is that traditional costing does not provide the more accurate information compared to activity-based costing. This is because activity-based costing allocate direct and indirect costs to a product, which make it easier for company, especially the manager, to get the idea of a business process that are performing well. The allocation of more resource to profitable activities and eliminating practice that are costly can help with the overall performance of an organization by using this activity-based costing. Through this costing, it can help company with increase in result that are more accurate in product pricing and improve the quality of product and service. To continue with the elaborations on why activity-based costing is more beneficial than the traditional costing is that activity-based costing will assign the manufacturing overhead cost more logically manners than the traditional costing. This is because traditional costing will only assign the cost on the unit-based driver, such as machine hours, and not the non-unit-based driver, such as the inspections hours. Meanwhile, activity-based costing will first assign the cost to the activities that are real cost of the overhead, and then assign the cost of those activities only to the product that are actually demanding the activities. For example, the illustration shows that two products manufactured by the same company, namely product JKL and product XYZ. Product JKL is a low volume item because it is ordered in small quantities, and it requires some activities such as additional testing, special engineering, and many machine setup. In other hand, product XYZ is a high volume product which is always ran continuously and did not require lots of attentions compared to the product JKL, and no special activities was included in product XYZ. Let's say, if a company uses a traditional costing instead of activity costing, the allocation base will be used in calculating the manufacturing overhead is machine hours. Machine hours will be used as a unique driver in overhead costs. Therefore, it will result in a little amount of cost overhead to be allocated in product JKL because it did not have many machine hours. Meanwhile, for product XYZ, the amount will be bigger because of the machine hours allocated and the overhead activity is low. So, all of the calculation process will resulting in miscalculations of each product's true cost of manufacturing overhead. Thus, activity-based costing will help to overcome this problem by assigning overhead on more than one activity. Example, product JKL will be assigned with some of the company's activities costs, such as special engineering, special testing, and machine setup, while for product XYZ will not be assigning any special activities such as special engineering or special testing, but will only be assigned to a little amount of machine setup. As a conclusion, activity-based costing have more benefits
compared to traditional costing. That's it from me, Kristina Sam. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aini Sofia Binti Syaranee, metric number 280493, and I will continue to present the benefit and advantages of activity-based costing. The first one is help in benchmarking other products. Benchmarking is measuring against an established standard to determine where an operation ranks. Benchmarking standard is based on best practices, not the perfect practices. A better analysis of benchmarking result is achieved using activity-based costing ability to analyze all the way back to specific employee tasks. Activity-based costing provides wealth of data and information such historical cost trends. This then allows changes to be made at the source of the problems. Waste can be effectively eliminated and positive changes can be introduced. Benchmarking also establishes a point of reference to work from, and also points out possible major processes requiring improvement as it initials steps to rank various processes within a department, group, or operations. Benchmarking with activity-based costing will benefit the future as new products will be easier to produce and better maintained in quality with reference to the previous benchmarked product before, and also a good way for follow-up monitoring to determine the success of a given strategy over time, and also for both justifying and validating strategic changes. Next, enhance better pricing decisions. Activity-based costing can also serve as a product pricing decision tools which will help to enhance better pricing decisions. Failing to take all of your costs into consideration could result in setting your price of product too low, and as a result, you might not end up with a healthy margin profit. With an activity-based costing system, you can assign costs to each activity in the production process. This shows you all the costs that go into producing a specific product. You can use this data to set a price that is more accurate for how much it costs you to create the product. It also helps to determine unrelated costs, what initiate the costs, and where to apply efforts to curb inflationary costs. And this can be of particular value in tracking new products. This is because it provides financial support data structured in a fashion fundamentally different from accounting data provided in the books of accounts. There was a study from University Danabus from Romania in 2014 regarding price decision tools in Nigeria. They use activity-based costing in their study, and they have concluded that activity-based costing can serve as a product pricing decision tools. They also recommend other firms to start implementing and using activity-based costing, as they explain that activity-based costing methods have a broad range of uses for a wide variety of company functions and operations in the area of process analysis, strategy support, and time-based costing, monitoring wastage, as well as quality and productivity management. Lastly, it can help to improve customer profitability. Activity-based costing can be used to calculate customer-related costs using the analysis of customer profitability. Customer profitability analysis is a method of looking at the various activity and expenses incurred in serving a particular customer. It focuses on analyzing profit per customer rather than profit per product. It identifies activities and cost drivers to service customer before and after sales. This process also allows firm to choose its own customer mix or customer groups in where they should focus on that particular customer group which contribute the most to its revenue. And by analyzing its customer group also, company will be able to plan the most effective offering of after-sales service or discounts to offer, which can maximize its profit and customer satisfaction while minimizing its expenses. Based on the above, it was recommended that activity-based costing need to be practiced, maintained, and implemented by manufacturing firms, as it can help in benchmarking products, enhance better price decisions, and improve customer profitability. That's all from us. Thank you.